Adobe, you're killing me here, Smalls. How have you not fixed this really simple issue by now? Well, I've waited long enough, and today we're going to take a headfirst dive into the biggest whiff in the entire Adobe Creative Suite. Straight ahead. Hi friends, Bill here from Bill's Reviews and Tech Tips, and today is a combination of a review and a tech tip and a bonus rant mixed into the whole thing. I am so baffled as to how on earth Adobe refuses to address such a simple matter. It blows my mind. I'd pull my hair out, but okay. I've been using Adobe Audition since it was invented. I was probably using a Windows 95 system, had the disk of Audition 1.0, and then all the way through all the various iterations up to where we are now in the Creative Cloud, where it's a subscription, there's no more disks, and it's a wonderfully robust program. I host a radio show. I also host 5 different podcasts, and so editing in the audio space is what we do on a daily basis, it seems like, and so Audition is the go-to program for all of that. I also host a television program and numerous YouTube channels, and so we use Adobe Premiere for all of that. Here's what's wonderful, one of the things that's wonderful about Premiere. If I have a long-form video, let's say one of our podcasts is also recorded in video form, which we do almost all the time now. Have several YouTube channels for those. Love to have you subscribe to all of them. We'll put the links in the notes below. I can go into Premiere, choose text-based editing, and edit everything from the transcript that is created, and the video edits along with that transcript. It's so much quicker when you're talking about removing phrases of a podcast, and you're not going to do that for a super complicated product review video, but you certainly would where it's mostly talking heads and you want to tighten things up, right? I mean, it's really a great innovation in Premiere. Premiere is a robust, resource-eating program. We all know that. How on earth does Adobe not have text-based editing in Audition, where it's only audio, where it doesn't need all of the resources required to edit video? And so as I show you this whole thing through an illustration standpoint by taking you through the recording of this review, hopefully you can understand along with me the frustration that is, why would you put all of this work, all of this resource, all of these tools into Premiere where it's fully robust and it eats up a whole lot of resources, and not have it in the very simple Audition program? There are over 2 million podcasts in the marketplace today. That's not an exaggeration. There are over 2 million podcasts. Now, some are super popular, you know, the Rogans of the world, the Corollas of the world, and that kind of thing, where there are, 10 million downloads every episode. But the vast majority of the podcast space is occupied by people who are getting a few hundred downloads, if not less than that. But for everybody who's doing a conversation-based podcast that's 45 minutes long, an hour long, there are always things you'd like to clean up. Get some of the ums out of there, get some of the pauses. Maybe if you're recording over Zoom, you've got some freeze-up glitches that you have to go back and clean up so that the end product sounds like it's supposed to. I can't even begin to tell you how much easier all of that would be if we could just set it into a text-based editing window. Because right now, the only option for accomplishing all of that is to record your audio, then open up Premiere, create a new project, drag the audio into the new project window, select text-based editing, wait for the transcript to be formed. It doesn't take very long when it's only audio. Do your editing in there, then export it back out as a saved project, save the new audio file, and bring that back into Audition to finish the whole thing up. What are we doing here? So, Adobe, here's my plea to you. Is there actually a real person at Adobe? Is there a human being that works at Adobe? I really don't know. I know that I pay my monthly subscription fees to the cloud. So if there's somebody at Adobe that actually, celebrates birthdays and has people that call them friend, maybe dad, mom, aunt, uncle, grandpa, grandma, would you just flip that one switch? It's like the old Brian Regan telephone company routine. Could you flip it now? I can't even imagine in that complicated space of the Creative Cloud. I cannot even imagine how simple it must be to take the module from Premiere that allows text-based editing and copy and paste it over to Audition. And all of us in the 2 million plus podcast space would rejoice at the efficiency improvement that would provide as we edit podcasts. So my review, my tech tip, and my rant combination today is begging Adobe to make Audition better. I almost said great again, but some of you would get mad at me. To make Audition better by implementing text-based editing. That feels good. I feel like I've lifted a load off my shoulders. Hey, if you like what you've heard here today, please hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen as we endeavor to grow the Bill's Review and Tech Tips channel. Thanks much. We'll see you next time.